Hey guys, it's Caleb from Rokblokz. Today up on the lift we have a Ford Fusion, and we're going to take you along for the ride and show you how to install our mud flaps. So let's get right into it. Alright, so here's what you're going to get in your kit. This is for the front. You'll get the flap for that front corner. You'll get your hardware, and we'll put that breakdown on the screen right here. Alright, so the tools needed for this install is you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, or a pry tool to get some inserts out, a 9/32 socket on a ratchet, and a level to check your flaps level. Here we are at the front fender on the vehicle. What we're going to do to start is just remove these 4 OEM inserts right here just by prying the center up and popping those out. We're just going to use a flathead screwdriver, but if you have an insert puller, you can use that as well. Alright, now that we've got those out of the way, there is a screw on the bottom here you can remove to help you gain access to the liner. This one is missing, so it pulls away pretty easy. Now what we're going to do is take our clips and place it over that hole there, and the most bottom hole right here.
She ain't mine, but she looks fine. Gonna take some time, gonna make her mine, gonna make her mine.
Alright, with those all in place, if you remove the bottom screw, now would be the time to return that and tighten that back up. We are just going to go ahead and continue on with the install. To do so, we're going to take our 1-inch screws and put them on some washers, or put some washers on them. Now we'll take our flap and we're just going to start with the bottom hole, get them hand started, and just work our way up the fender.
Man, I got the plan. When it hits the fan, do all I can, do all I can. Well, she lets her hair down. She drives me wild, and she looks in my eyes. Hell yeah!
With those lightly tightened up, now we can go ahead and we can still move the flap around. We'll go ahead, take our level, check it on the bottom here, set the angle and how far out we want our flap. Once we get it into the position that we want, we'll go ahead and lock those 3 screws down.
Fine, gonna take some time, gonna make her mine, gonna make her mine.
Alright, with those 3 screws locked down, that's how you install the front. You can repeat those same steps on the other side. Now let's go ahead and jump to the rear. Alright, so here we have the rear laid out. What you're going to get for the rear is you'll get the flap for that corner, and then the hardware we have laid out here. We'll go ahead and put that on the screen right now. Now that we're at the rear of the vehicle, let's go ahead and to start, we're going to remove the 3 OEM screws just inside the fender's edge here. So right there, and right there. Those are a 9/32. So let's go ahead, take our socket and get those removed.
I'm the man, I got the plan. When it hits the fan, do all I can, do all I can.
To help us gain access, we're going to remove the screw on the bottom of the fender. That'll help us pull the liner out just a little easier. Now with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and remove the OEM retainer clips off of the bumper by popping those off. Now that we've got all those OEM clips off, we're going to go ahead and replace them with our black nylon clips. Now we're just going to take the screw and put the liner back in place and replace that bottom screw. Next, we're going to take the shorter screw in the rear hardware kit, put a washer over it. We'll grab our flap and the 15mm spacer, and we're going to put the screw through the flap, placing the spacer on the back side. And then we're going to align that with the bottom hole and get that started by hand. Now for the upper two holes, they'll be the same longer screw. We'll put them in a washer. And then for the middle hole, we're going to take the 30mm spacer and put it on the back side. And for the upper hole, we're going to take a 30mm spacer and a 5mm spacer, putting those both on the back side of the flap. Now with those all hand started, we're going to go ahead and snug them up just a bit, and then we'll make our final adjustment.
She lets her hair down. She drives me wild. As she looks in my eyes, she's in the groove now. Gonna make her mine. I've got to move now. Hell yeah.
Now that we've got that just snug enough to hold the flap in place, but we're still able to move it, we're going to take our level and set our alignment, get it into the position that we want, and then we'll fully tighten our screws down.
Drives me wild. As she looks in my eyes, she's in the groove now. Gonna make her mine.
Now those are fully tightened down. That's how you install the rear. You can repeat those same steps on the other side. Thanks for watching.